It's 4th of July, and this is News Center Now.
I can just say I'm so happy that the shutdown is over.
While some of us were sleeping last night, Maine legislators and the governor finally hammered out a budget. With the 3% surcharge tax eliminated, though, where does the $162 million for education come from? Hello, everybody. I'm Lee Goldberg. Happy Independence Day to you. Hope you've enjoyed this day so far, with more enjoyment obviously to come. So when we return to work tomorrow from our 4th of July celebrations, there will be a new budget in place. State government will be back up and running again. But today, almost everybody enjoying the day off, and that means if you're off, you're probably standing by the grill, which is where I am. And look who's anxiously awaiting what's going to come off of this grill. Why, it's Jess Conley, who found the perfect place to hang out and tell us about our 4th of July firework forecast.
Still waiting, by the way, but it looks good. It's pretty nice out here for most of us, while some parts of Maine actually still seeing some showers right now. The good news is they are expected to clear as we go through the next couple of hours. Temperatures today popped up for high today in Portland, 74 in Bangor, not too bad. Now we're at 77 in Portland and 68 right now. We're pretty comfortable out there, and it should stay pretty comfortable as we go through the fireworks tonight. All right, here's the current satellite radar, so you can see we still have some showers out there in the Bangor area, back to Greenville, down close to Bar Harbor as well. But as we go through the next few hours, these really are expected to clear, and then we'll see an area of high pressure come in. That's going to bring us lots of sunshine for tomorrow, but even more importantly, that's going to bring us some clear skies as we get into tonight. A little bit breezy out there too. Winds right now 5, 10, even close to 15 miles an hour in some spots, but the breeze is good for the fireworks, you know, kind of blows all that smoke out of the way. So tonight hopefully keeps the bugs away too. So tonight it should be pretty good, and I'll have a full detailed fireworks forecast coming up in the full weather.
All right, as you've probably heard by now, the partial state shutdown is officially over. One of the biggest budget boosts went to education funding. Lawmakers agreed an additional $162 million would go towards funding public education, but not without some serious back and forth. Republicans and the governor advocated against the 3% surcharge on the wealthy and a proposed increased lodging tax. Both were thrown out during the negotiations. But with all the tax increases getting the axe, where will the boost to education money come from? Here's what we found out. That big chunk of change will come from anticipated tax revenue over the next 2 years, the expected surplus due to a good economy. It's also coming from new sales tax revenue from Amazon and Airbnb, even possibly retail marijuana. Now, the state will begin the 2-year budget with just about $10 million of anticipated revenue unspent. Not much of the cushion there, and the governor is not pleased.
We paid $162 million ransom for a phony tax bill. And that's why this lodging bill had to go. Because the $162 million, we emptied the war chest on everything else in the state to take care of education, and we're getting a subpar system. And now we got some reforms, and you watch me go the next year. They're going to be some hell to pay in education.
Now, the governor has pushed for the education reforms for years, including cutting overhead costs such as superintendents. Still, both sides are claiming some victory with this budget. Here's how things went down.
We just sat down and said, we need to absolutely reopen state government. Here's what I need. Here's what you're looking for. Let's get this done.
In the early hours of the morning, officially on the 4th of July, the first state government shutdown in 26 years came to an end after 3 days.
Shutdown is over. The budget is passed. Go home and get some sleep and enjoy the 4th of July.
Look, I think we knew that we were at this place where we couldn't let this one question, this $21 million tax question, stay in our way and keep government shut down.
That $21 million represented a proposed 1.5% increase in the lodging tax and was a major sticking point in negotiations, even though it only accounted for 0.29% of the total budget. Now, the budget also eliminates the controversial 3% tax surcharge on income over $200,000. Voters had approved that back in November.
I think that Maine people will be better off without that 3% tax and being the highest state in the nation. And we also think Maine people will be better off not having a higher lodging tax.
This bill has been passed to be enacted as an emergency measure.
In exchange for the tax concessions, an additional $1.15 million will be earmarked for the Head Start preschool program and will delay cuts for 2 years involving the MaineCare Behavioral Health Program. Now, most lawmakers are almost done for the year. The Appropriations Committee will meet in the next few days to run the table, meaning go over all of the bills that did pass and need money, and then decide what few will actually get it. Then back in a week or so for a final veto day and maybe vote on a highway bond, and then presumably adjourn after that. The main focus will shift to the Special Marijuana Committee, and we'll have much more on the budget coming up at 5:30 and 6, including we'll answer some of the questions that you have. After a 5-year-old was left on a school bus, the Gardner School District has taken action and fired the bus driver. The district is refusing to name the driver or release any other details, saying it's a personnel matter. Police say that last month the boy left on the bus was found walking around along Route 201 trying to get home. A Good Samaritan called the police and the boy made it home safely. Superintendent Patricia Hopkins says that the school district has new procedures now to check school buses at the end of every single run. If you're displaying an American flag today, you'll want to make sure you're doing it correctly. Did you know that there are official rules on how to properly display Old Glory? Based on the federal flag code, you can display the U.S. flag outside from sunrise to sunset. If you want to fly it after dark, it needs to be lit. And do not fly it during inclement weather unless it's an all-weather flag. On the porch, the union of the flag should be at the peak of the staff unless the flag is at half staff, which is declared only by the President of the United States or the Governor. On a vehicle, your staff should be fixed firmly on the right side of the vehicle. For more official rules around the U.S. flag, check out the Now section of our website. While remembering our nation's roots and celebrating our independence is the purpose behind the 4th of July, there have been some traditions that developed over the years, and we're asking you to choose your favorite. So what is the best part of the 4th of July? The parades, the cookouts, the fireworks, or just enjoying some time off from work? For those of you lucky enough to have the day off, go to pulse.newscentermaine.com to vote there or select the Pulse tab on our mobile app. All right, so just imagine fishing off the coast and you spot what you think is a great white shark. That is what one man thought he saw at the end of his line yesterday, and he got a picture of it. But News Center's Katie Bavoso shows us the truth behind the photo is perhaps just as surprising.
Gus Wing and his dad said that they were out fishing Monday with Freeport Charter Company. They were about 10 miles off the coast of Portland when they say this got snagged on their tuna line. Gus sent us this picture thinking it was a great white shark. We wanted to verify that, so we sent this photo over to University of New England's resident shark expert, Dr. James Sulikowski. It turns out the shark in the picture is actually a porbeagle shark. They typically grow up to 8 feet long and are found in the cold North Atlantic waters. While the two shark species are in the same mackerel shark order, Dr. Sulikowski says that what gives it away is the white spot on the back of the base of the porbeagle's dorsal fin. He also says porbeagles are becoming more commonly seen off the coast of Maine. Coincidentally, Dr. Sulikowski spent his 4th of July out on the water searching for and researching porbeagle sharks. But if you see one when you're out there, don't worry. They like to eat bony fish and not humans. For News Center, I'm Katie Bavoso.
All right, and Gus told us that once he got the picture, he let the shark go, but he said the encounter was absolutely awesome. Still to come on now, do you think that mosquitoes are out to get you? Why mosquitoes may be more attracted to you than anyone else? And we've been asking you to share your 4th of July traditions with us. We'll send you into the break with a look at how some Mainers are spending the Independence Day. We're back with more now, right after this. Welcome back, everybody. Before you head out to the fireworks tonight, you're going to want to layer on that bug spray. Yesterday, we told you about how experts say that this summer could be a big one for the skeeters after we had such a wet spring. Now, there is an old wives' tale about mosquitoes and how to prevent them and how to treat their bites, but there are also rumors about what mosquitoes are actually attracted to. Some say that a certain blood type is the ideal snack for a mosquito. I hope I don't have that blood type. Others think that it's sweat that attracts the blood-sucking mosquitoes, and that could be a problem for me. Our Verify team went out to get the truth.
Our Verify sources include one local mosquito expert, Sandy Brogren at the Metropolitan Mosquito Control District, and two of the world's most renowned experts on mosquito attraction, Dr. Jonathan Day at the University of Florida and the team at the London School of Hygiene and Tropical Medicine. All three of our experts verified the #1 thing that attracts mosquitoes. What are mosquitoes attracted to?
Mosquitoes, the #1 attractant for them is CO2. So if you're breathing out and you're warm-blooded, you're very attractive to a mosquito.
So that makes the claim that exercise and sweat attracts mosquitoes true. Dr. Day, the Florida researcher, goes deeper. He says people with high metabolic rates put out the most carbon dioxide and therefore attract the most skeeters. So who has higher metabolic rates? Well, pregnant women and beer drinkers. Therefore, Dr. Day and the London School verify the claim those people attract more mosquitoes. What about blood type? There are claims type O blood is most attractive to mosquitoes, but Dr. Day and the London School say that the research on that is conflicted, and therefore cannot be verified.
There's no evidence that there's a blood type O receptor on mosquito antennae where there are carbon dioxide receptors all over the mosquitoes' bodies.
Now, just one more thing to think about. Dr. Day says that there is science behind the claim that clothing can attract mosquitoes. Dark colors tend to attract more because they contrast with the background. Back to you.
All right, no matter what you do tonight, if you're going to spend some time outside, absolutely bring that bug spray. You will definitely need it. But if the fireworks are your thing, then maybe you'll be okay with that because you'll see some beautiful fireworks in the sky and you'll just deal with the bug bites because this is Maine and that's kind of what we do. Now, maybe fireworks are not your thing. So we've been asking you guys to tell us what you love about the 4th of July, the parade, the cookout, the fireworks, whatever it is. Here's how you vote. Right now, go to pulse.newscentermaine.com, open our mobile app, and click on the Pulse tab, and then you can tell us what you think. And right now, I'm going to go over here so I can see. It looks like fireworks are in the lead, but cookout is a close second. And if you were here right now, you'd go with cookout. This is going to be good. Just saying. All right, still to come on now, keeping your furry friends safe on America's birthday. Some tips to make sure your animals are happy and healthy. Plus, Jess is coming back to map out the rest of our week. There could be some rain in our future, and it's a nice day today, so many of you are taking advantage of that. Here's a look at how some of you are spending your 4th of July. All right, how you doing tonight? All over the state, fireworks will be launching into the sky to the oohs and the ahs of spectators that stand underneath. But this is a time of year it's very important to remember our furry friends not thrilled by the bright lights and the loud noises. Dogs are often terrified, mine absolutely are, of fireworks because they don't understand what's going on. And that can cause them to run away from the sounds and maybe even get lost. Kristen Keogh from our media partner in Phoenix shows us what to do if a lost dog shows up at your doorstep.
You can see from Ace's attire here that he is ready for the 4th of July, but as his dog mom, I know that he could get frightened tomorrow during fireworks. There are some steps you can take to protect your pets, and even if you don't have a dog, you could end up with a huge responsibility if one ends up on your doorstep on the 4th of July.
Brittany Conklin hydrates her bulldog Batman and makes sure his tags are on tight. She knows not everyone is a dog person, but she's asking you to open your heart and your home if you find one afraid of fireworks.
Some of us are going to have the situation where dogs show up at our front door and it's not our pet. Please know that that is someone else's family member.
She's part of the Facebook group Animal Lovers of Laveen. They connect lost and found dogs with their owners.
We are a volunteer-led pet passion project.
Here's what volunteers hope you'll do if you find a dog.
Take them into their home. If they have other pets, other dogs, other cats, we want them to keep them separate and safe. And then just post the pictures to the Animal Lovers of Laveen and help really network those pets.
Through sharing and commenting, Brittany says the number of reunions are countless.
And they really are dependent on us, so we have to do our due diligence to be good to them. Don't eat the grass.
If you have a dog, it is critical, especially on this holiday, that they have a tag with your contact info on it. And while it does mean missing out on the festivities, your pet is actually safest inside while the fireworks are going on. It also helps drown out the sound if you turn on a radio or a TV. In Phoenix, Kristen Keogh, 12 News.
Now, social media is a very powerful tool when it comes to lost animals. The Maine Lost Dog Recovery Facebook page has more than 30,000 followers, and lost dog posts are always some of the most circulated on Facebook. According to our numbers, local police departments sometimes post pictures of missing animals as well. And on the 4th, it's not just the fireworks that we have to watch out for. Those leftovers and outdoor cookouts could mean an unhealthy snack for your dog. So here's a few more tips to keep pets safe tonight from the experts at Ask Vet. First, expect that there will definitely be some sort of escape attempt. Like Kristen said, it's best to keep your pets indoors. And make sure you're keeping an eye on the trash. Pets can choke on leftover bones or corn cobs that you might have thrown away. And as always, make sure your pet is hydrated. If they've had a long day out at the beach, parade route, or at the lake or anywhere, they need some water. And Ask.Vet also says if your pet is especially anxious, it's okay to give them a sedative that you can get from your vet, or even try certain anxiety-reducing medications. You can find a list of something that would be good for your pet possibly by checking out our website. All right, if you're planning to watch the show from the Eastern Prom in Portland tonight, you might want to hit the road soon. The grass already starting to fill up, so grab your lawn chairs and get yourself out the door, and you can take us with you on Facebook Live. So if your dog is casting a vote in today's poll, they're probably not going to pick option number 3, which is fireworks. But we want to take a pulse on Maine's favorite part of Independence Day, and your options are parade, cookout, fireworks, or a well-earned day off. You can go to pulse.newscentermaine.com to vote, or go to our mobile app and select the Pulse tab. And if you don't like any of those options, just tell us what's your favorite part of the 4th of July right on our Facebook Live stream. You can comment below, and maybe we'll share what you have to say on air. All right, now, if I had to guess, I'd say Jess Conley's favorite thing on the 4th of July is going to Red's Dairy Freeze to get some ice cream. But instead of that, she had to come here and tell us the forecast.
Good guess. It seems like you know me pretty well. Still time for Reds, though, in between shifts here. All right, let's talk about the forecast for tonight. It still is looking pretty good for the fireworks. I'll show you the detailed kind of hourly fireworks forecast in just a minute. Looks good for tomorrow and the day on Thursday, too. But then it looks like we will see a few showers for the day on Friday. But then it looks like it's going to clear up just in time for the weekend. So let's go through it all here. You can see this area off to our west with nice clear skies. That'll be closer to us tomorrow, and that means we'll see plenty of sunshine for the day tomorrow. Few showers in our area, though, right now, so it might be making you a little nervous about those fireworks later on. I think most of these showers will really clear out as we go throughout the next couple of hours. So some good news there. Temps pretty comfortable too. Some of us a little bit on the cool side. Greenville right now coming in at 58 after seeing some of that rain for today. 68 now in Bangor at 73 in Augusta. Rockland, you're at 69 right now. Bar Harbor 73, and Portland still nice and toasty at 77 degrees. Temperatures cool off a few more degrees, of course, for tonight, but should be pretty comfortable out there for most of us. All right, so as we go through the hour-by-hour forecast, once we get to around 9 o'clock tonight, I know that's when many people are doing the fireworks, 9:30-ish, you can see just a couple isolated showers out here. The chance for rain is pretty low by that time, but we could still see just a few spotty showers. The good news is that they'll move very quickly, so consult your town for those fireworks delays or anything, but I think most of us will be in the clear for tonight. Waking up tomorrow morning to pretty nice temps. Most of us in the mid-60s will warm up as we go through the day tomorrow, mid to upper 70s. It should be a fantastic day. Look at the nice clear skies really throughout the entire day for your Wednesday. As we get into Thursday, looking pretty good to start. It will see nice and sunny, nice sunny skies for Thursday morning. Starting out again in the mid-60s, looks pretty comfortable. Once we get into Thursday afternoon, especially Thursday evening, though, we'll start to see this next area of some clouds move through. Possibly a few rain showers too, especially in far inland areas. So as we go through the rest of the forecast, by Friday looking a little bit troughy. That means we'll see that rain, then it will warm back up as we get into the weekend and into the end or into the beginning of next week. All right, let me step out of the way. This is the best part. It's a fireworks forecast. Happy 4th of July, everyone. By around 7 o'clock, if you're heading out, still around 70 degrees, a few clouds, mainly clear though by 9 o'clock, 67 degrees by 10 o'clock tonight after the fireworks. Most of us will be in the low to mid 60s. Your marine forecast for tomorrow sees around 2 feet, winds from the northwest and around 5 knots becoming southwest, mostly sunny skies. Extended forecast looking pretty good. Upper 70s, lower 80s tomorrow. Looks like a fantastic day. Maybe an isolated shower in inland spots as we get into the day on Thursday. Then that rain around for most of us for the day on Friday, upper 60s, lower 70s. Few showers early Saturday, but then it looks like it's going to clear out nicely just in time for the weekend. We'll see some sunshine, and then into next week is looking pretty good too. We have a pretty nice extended forecast. Back to you, Lee.
All right, Jess, thank you very much. So Pat and I together have 61 years combined at News Center. Not enough to get 4th of July off, though, apparently.
No,
61 is not the number they were looking for.
Rules are rules. But on the other hand, you get to do the news outdoors.
I do get to
you get to have some meat on the grill. Those are good things. And that doesn't happen every day.
Yeah, that's a win.
But the 4th of July is a day when we celebrate our shared past and really the birth of a nation. In Millinocket, they're also celebrating a rebirth in that area. Instead of looking back on a past that depended upon paper mills, they are looking ahead and taking advantage of what's been left behind. News Center Samantha York will have that story coming up at 5:30. And no day of rest today for many Mainers, including us. There's a lot of work to be done at some campgrounds in western Maine. Cleanup from weekend tornadoes will likely take much of the summer. Danielle Waugh will look into that. Well, those stories and a lot more coming up on News Center at 5:30.
All right, there's smoke coming out of the grill.
Yeah, the dogs are going to love us when we get
I'm
home.
going to go do that. News Center now continues after the break. All right, many people fly American flags on Independence Day, but not quite like this one. The flag you see weighs about 500 pounds and is more than 11,000 square feet. Volunteers hauled it up Grove Creek Canyon in Utah this morning. It will fly between the mountains through July 10th. Volunteers from the Follow the Flag organization believe that this is the largest flag ever flown on American soil, and who's going to argue with that? Hey, for the last half hour, we've been asking you to vote in our Pulse poll and tell us what your favorite 4th of July traditions are. Here were your choices: parade, cookout, fireworks, or having the day off from work. And so far, the math says, let me see, 38% of you say a day off, fireworks is in second, cookout is third, and the parade is fourth on your list. Thank you very much for your votes so far. We really appreciate that. All right, News Center at 5:30 is going to start as soon as I'm done cooking this ginormous plate of meat, which ironically is right now.